If you or you know someone that has just lost their job or is going through with management, with their team leads, supervisors, co-workers trying to get them fired or laid off or anything like that, let me just tell you so that you could tell them or you could remind yourself that this is a part of the plan for you to receive your blessings. Keep in mind that when that door closes, you have been aligned to receive that which you cannot receive while you're attached to that place, to the people, to the environment. I'm telling you right now that God has already told you when you lose that job, when you see it coming, when you like, oh, they not gonna hire me, I'm on an assignment, they not gonna hire me permanently, or they trying to get me fired. Oh, they starting so much stuff. Oh, they lying on me. Oh, my super, why she say that? Or why did he do that? Why they acting like I want their job? Everything starts kicking off and you're like, what is going on? Honey, you about to be blessed. That's the time for you to rejoice and pay attention to your spiritual guidance. Okay? I'm telling ya. Please pay attention. Pay attention to your spiritual guidance, because when it starts happening back to back to back, Spirit is giving you the blueprint for you to receive way more. So here's what you do. When you know that that door is closing and it's the job, okay, it's your source of income. In your spiritual awakening, this happens because the second step in mastering your spiritual awakening is detachment. So you have to detach. Do you detach 100%? That's a huge mistake. How do you not detach 100% when you're being laid off, fired, or anything like that? You don't detach from the positivity. You don't detach from the gratitude. You don't detach from your humility. You detach from the toxic energy. So it can be, let's say your management is the one that is giving you a hard time, right? It could be coworkers. Whatever it is, pinpoint that. That's the awareness. That's step one in mastering your spiritual awakening. So you already know somebody or something about that doesn't feel right. That's your awareness. So now that you're past that and you're aware that they're going to lay you off or they already did, what are you detaching from? Could be the fact that you had respect for leadership, but they didn't respect you. Detach from giving your all to anybody else outside of the Most High. We can covet relationships. We can covet things that we like, people we like, and not even realize it. And Spirit will snatch that away because you don't belong to yourself. You belong to our Creator. We'll snatch it away quick so that you can be realigned and sit up straight. That, oh, you're right. I was giving my energy all to the wrong places. You know, don't you sit up straight when Spirit snatches your butt up? Because when we get snatched up, that stuff hurts. You know, we get snatched up quickly. Thank God we get snatched up and realigned. Just like you snatch up, you see teachers like me that'll snatch up a student that gets out of line real quick. Boom, snatched up. They're in line. You know, you've seen it. Parents, you know what I'm talking about. Sometimes you can snatch them up with your eyes and they get in line. They're like, ooh. You know? That's what spirit does to us. So, detach from whatever is toxic. Could be the fact that you were like, okay, I got an income. Okay, it's pretty good money. But then that caused you to forget about your purpose. What spirit had told you was in here, and you were seeing in your mind's eye, and you stopped doing that. Oh my goodness. Spirit will definitely take that money. It will cease. Just like that. So detach from whatever it is that you were coveting. Okay? So let's say, all right, you need this income. Absolutely. But now that you are going through the process of purging what is working against you, you're leaving room and space for spirit to bless you. It does not happen without you going through the process. I can guarantee you that. All right? So, absolutely. Deanna says, I lost my job. Wow, Mama Nicole. Wow. I need the money. Mama Nicole, I don't know what to do. Shaking my head. Grand Rising, knowing in Africa. No, hey, girl, I know you. Grand Rising to everybody. Blessings to you all. I'm Nicole Andre V. Founder of Spiritual Guidance Academy, and I'm here for you. I'm teaching you all about spiritual guidance so you can depend on you and our Creator and know exactly how and what to do. You go through hitting the puzzle pieces so that you can manifest. Got to know how to hear from the Most High. You got to know how to follow the signs. So you need the money. Deanna, first of all, everybody listen. Once you realize, okay, I need the money, but you know what? They treated me dirty. It was like as if they were in competition with me. You know, they were afraid of me being there almost. Believe it. Jealousy and envy happens all the time. And because of your humility and your purity, you don't always see it. But they're practicing to get you fired from the start sometimes. That's the way of the third dimensional energy. That's why we reside in the fourth, the fifth, and beyond. The third is beneath you. That's why you'll always hear me say that we don't belong in the third. That's not your energy. It's beneath you. So when you hear somebody say, you think you're too good, you think you look down on me, I'm not down there. That's why. I'm not in that frequency. I accept you for being in the frequency that you want to be in. But that doesn't mean that you need to jump down there. That means that people have to rise up to be in your space, in your life. That means that when you got fired or laid off, there was some energy there that was unbecoming of you and your greatness. So accept it, receive it. When there's no logical response, no reason, explanation, okay, they downsized. Okay, so there's still people working there. I don't have any negative remarks or bad, performance evaluations or reviews or, or they letting so-and-so do this, but when I do it, then there's a whole big, catastrophic event. All these things happen. There's always going to be someone that says, oh, you're making too much of a fuss over it. Or, oh, why don't you just be quiet? Just, keep low. Just don't say anything. And you're like, that is not me at all. I'm standing up for myself. This is BS, and I'm going to call it for what it is. I'm saying it. Be you. Be you. Pass those tests, because those tests are going to come. But play the game of the third dimensional energy, but don't stay there. So when you need the money, first of all, at any job, you make sure you get performance evaluations, get everything documented. Every time that you do something great and you get acknowledgement for it or don't, write it down. If someone compliments you, and you got it on an email, print that thing out. Send it to your home email. Screenshot it. Get people to speak positively for you and get it in writing while you're at the job. Okay? So that's number one. Number two, the third dimensional game that you have to play is unemployment. The second, the day, the moment, the hour, within that hour, you should be already filling out for unemployment insurance. Okay? And don't think that just because you work there for less than such and such a time that you can't get it. That's another thing. We live in a climate now where there is provisions. There are provisions being made that you don't even know until you ask. Well, I was only working at the job for a month, but then it says on unemployment that I have to be working somewhere consistently for 6 months. I have to be working for 6 months. But before that, I wasn't even working. COVID. How do you not know that your state has already said, well, were you looking? Yeah, well, then you can backtrack. All right, were you ever working? Yeah, well, then you qualify. You don't know until you figure it out in the process. So remember, you're following the process. That's how you play the third dimensional game. So if it's not unemployment, that's okay. I still say go for it. I say that you don't qualify because it was an under the table job or something like that. Remember, you always get something in writing. Get that letter of reference. Get something, a document that says this is who you are professionally, okay? So then, and make sure you go down there, Deanna. Don't you stop, go. And then, social services. I speak to so many people that are ashamed or too embarrassed to go get help from the government. Excuse me, especially as a parent or you are guardian over somebody. What? This is something you qualify for. Don't ever feel ashamed for going to receive something that you qualify for. No one said you have to be on it forever. But if you qualify for anything that a government entity is giving, go for it. Wait list, put your name on the wait list. Don't turn around without making sure your name is on there. You don't know what can happen once your name is on the list. Do you know how many people cancel appointments? You could need to see a specialist. Remember when my son, he first needed to see his neurologist. The wait list was like a year and a half. I was like, okay. Like, do you want to be put on? Yes, I do. We need to be on that list. We want the best. So put my son's name on his list. Okay. So, of course, I get into the elevator. We start praying. Okay. That's my prayer closet at that point. All the way to the car. Parking garage. Prayer closet. Because I know people are going to cancel. So I need to make sure we're on the next available. Got any cancellations? You know what? We actually do. Okay. When? Can you come in this Wednesday? From a year and a half to Wednesday. From a Monday. Yes, we can. We will be there in 2 days. Absolutely. You don't know. So you have to be in the position to be blessed. Okay. So part of that third dimensional game. It is hot in my truck. My goodness. All right. I'm trying to figure it out. Okay. Let me try that, because I don't want to be burning up. All right. So, okay, prayer works. Absolutely. Absolutely. Prayer works. Prayer works. Prayer works. And you also want to make sure you're not telling everybody all your business. Don't tell everybody all your business, okay? That's the other thing. is you want to make sure, because people are going to be asking. People going to be asking, and that's okay. But they're not privy to everything that God is showing you and is blessing you with. Okay? So be careful about that. People are going to want to know. What are you going to do? You don't need to know. You don't need to know what you're going to do every step of the way. You have to follow your spiritual guidance. That's most important. That you know how Spirit is going to talk to you, who to talk to, what email to send, who not to talk to, who's just asking you so that they could go share your business to somebody else, who's just asking you so that they could just smile in your face and talk about you behind your back. That third dimensional energy is real. It happens, you know? So be careful about who you share that with. I hope this is not too loud for y'all. It might be. Let me open this back up. So, another part of playing the game is get yourself in alignment with where you really want to be. Sometimes that door is closed because you gave up on a dream. You gave up on your purpose. Maybe Spirit is telling you you're laid off because I told you to go back to school. I told you to start your YouTube channel. I told you to package your gifts and start selling them because people need you. You know, we all get scared. We get nervous. You know how many times I've realigned and started over in Spiritual Guidance Academy? You know, a lot of times. You know, I've started over in different projects that I've tried to do, failed, you know, and you don't stop. You know, when you're going in your mission, when you find your purpose, keep at it because it's going to get tough. You're going to feel like giving up. You're going to be like, I ain't making no money. Can I really do this? Yeah, you can. But you have to keep going. You know how many times I've stopped because I've just not been consistent? And I needed to stop, pull back, and dive right into my relationship with Spirit to hear from God in the midst of chaos happening around me, inside of me. In the middle of tsunamis. But you still have to stop, pull back, listen, and let Spirit redirect you so that you're clear on where to go and how to do it. And be aware of that. You may not make money for the whole freaking year of you starting your own business. You may not make more, you may not sell nothing. But the one thing that I'm always going to teach you is writing. Get something documented. Get a video. Get text. Get something that says something positive from somebody you blessed. Get them to put that in writing everywhere. So look, that's why when that door closes, you'll be straight, okay? Get that documented. If they're sending out stats, if a job is sending out reports so that you know, most companies do that. If they don't, ask them. Every company has to have reports, statistics that show cost, production, and show where you're at in the wheel so that when performance evaluations come around, they have proof of why you're not getting a raise or why you should get a raise. So you need to be aware of that proof ahead of time. Because make no mistake about it, they are analyzing for you or against you. before you knew you were being called in and given a pink slip, or being told, you know what, we won't be hiring you. Your contract ended, or whatever it is. So you have to have that. Any emails you're privy to, screenshot it or send it to your personal email. Get your own portfolio of your track record, because it happens all the time. When I was in management for a particular company, couple different companies, I remember, it happened twice. Both of my colleagues, we were both on management, tried to deny unemployment. And I was like, we're not doing that. No way. We're not doing that. That's, in other words, you blocking somebody from paying their bills and taking care of their family. We're not doing that. No way. We laid them off because of downsizing, but we're not getting ready to, no way. And one of my colleagues, I'll never forget it, she said, well, she wasn't coming in on time. Went into the breaking it down with minutia. And I'm like, I knew that she was going through personal stuff. That's what she told me. She shared it with me. You know, I want to find out what's going on with you. How can I help? Because we got to have you here on time. Got to have your mind in it. And if you coming in looking raggedy, tore up, or you feeling like that, and it's showing, what's going on? You know, what's up? What's going on at home? She had a teenage son that was going through it. She was trying to keep him out the streets. You know, so she was being a mom 24/7. Wasn't sleeping. All of it. He was giving it to her. So, yeah, stuff like that. But my colleague didn't know, and I didn't divulge that information to my colleague. So at the end of the day, when unemployment happened, I had already hipped everybody to, listen, something's coming down. Y'all need to be ready. You need to have some things in the fire. You know what that means? That means you need to be putting your resume out there. You need to make sure you're not going to get caught. You're not going to get caught out there. So I'm telling y'all, that's what people do. And you won't even know why people have a problem with you. So be prepared for it, okay? So that's a part of playing the third dimensional energy. That's why you don't live there. That energy is not yours. It will affect you significantly if you're not aware of it not being your energy to begin with. So now that you know that kind of underhanded, shady stuff is not your energy, you will know it when you feel it touching you like this. You know, you'll feel it. You'll be like, that don't feel right. That wasn't cool. That don't even sound right. That's not something I would do. That's not okay. I don't know. I'm confused about that. It don't make sense. You'll start questioning it. Why? Because spirit is already aligning you up here. You're on a higher frequency. So anytime someone tells you, you think you're too good for us, well, I mean, you said that. I wouldn't have chosen those words. It's just not something that I'm about, or it's not just something that I just don't agree. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't say that, but are you saying that? You know? Accept it, because spirit always uses everybody around you. So when that door closes, that job, they laying you off, people are going to start saying stuff and showing you that you weren't supposed to be there that long. That is definitely time. It's divine intervention. They're going to say stuff to you that will go against your own values, your standards, and the requirements you hold for people to be in your life. Relationship requirements, okay? And you're going to question like, whoa, did they just say that? Yeah, because spirit is blessing you. So you'll become privy to who they really are, which is not who you are. You'll see a big difference, like night and day. This is who you are. Then they come in with something way down here, and you're like, whoa, what? because that's the environment that you were waiting in. Frequency down here. Okay? Now, Spirit is like, listen, detach from this frequency down here. Because I got you going up here where you were already at, and then way up here where you're going. So, be aware. What is it that you have given up on? What is it that your real dream is? You got another chance. This is a do-over. When you get laid off, when you get let go, it's a do-over. Go do it. You know, we sit up there and, you know, we can give so much to our job, our employer, our company. When Spirit said, okay, I need you to sacrifice, struggle a little bit maybe. I need you to really budget. I need you to really strictly budget. I mean, be strict. And I need you to just chill out so that I can help you get this over here going while you got an income. So that when it's time for this thing over here to get going even more, you'll be good. But I need you to start helping people over here. It happens like that. You know, don't ever be ashamed to be working and still running your business. It's hard. I'm here to tell you it's hard for me, for sure. And I have a couple businesses. No, it's hard. But I wouldn't change it for the world. Wouldn't change it. Wouldn't change it for the world. No. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Be grateful for your ability to even do it. To even help one person in any capacity. Be grateful. You know? Yep. So anyway, it is my beautiful baby girl's birthday. We sang to her this morning, and I had the school sing to her too. That was so awesome. The school, they put it on the intercom. So, smile today. Laugh. Know that you won't be without income for long. Keep in mind, this part right here, I should definitely tell you. When you're being laid off, fired, let go, remember, get that unemployment, but then start looking. Put your job now is to look for a job. That's your job. How many hours were you at your job? 8 hours? 10? Were you working overtime? 12 hours? Well then, I love this word. By golly, don't you love that word? By golly, if you were working 12 hours for somebody else to fulfill their dreams and be wealthy, then you doggone sure can put in that time and more for yourself, for your kids, for your future, for your dependents, for your legacy, for the people that God is putting in place for you to bless you. All of that. You definitely can put in that much time. Your job then becomes job seeker. And here's the other part. When you know that you've been giving up on your dreams, or you know you've been slacking, haven't been consistent, well, I need to go. And my internet is acting up out here, so I got to get going. But you now have the time to get it going, okay? You now have the time, and you got to make some things happen, right? So take advantage. Time is the most precious asset, the biggest blessing that we could ever have, that could ever be bestowed upon us. Time. And it goes like that, faster than that, you know? Okay? Don't ever, oh, okay, I see you. Shame did prevent me from asking for help. Oh, goodness, honey. Let me tell you, please, 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 please hear me, spiritual superstars. Shame has no place in your life. None. Pride, take pride in how beautiful you are. Take pride in you waking up today. Take pride in complimenting someone else. But never turn that pride into that negative energy of you can't seek out help for yourself. You deserve it. Let me tell you what I heard, and I'm going to end this. Remember, when you wake up to your spiritual guidance, you will hear it, you will receive it, and you will know exactly what to do that day, okay? Remember that. Remember that. So, that's what I do. Spirit, God, divine source, whatever you call God, our creator. Please show me my spiritual guidance the way that I can receive it. I don't even say it anymore verbally. Very rarely will I even say it. I mean, I can't even tell you the last time I've woken up and said it. I wake up, I know I'm awake, I'm grateful. Remember that. Those are your steps. Then you wait to receive your spiritual guidance. It should happen immediately, right? So what did I hear? I feel worthy. I'm like, I do feel worthy, okay? I heard you feel worthy. That's what I heard. It wasn't I feel worthy. I heard you feel worthy. As soon as I knew I was awake, I heard, boom, you feel worthy. I said, okay, I do. I feel worthy. I feel worthy. I don't know about what specifically, but I feel worthy. That's right. I receive it. Okay, Spirit, I know that's right. I got it. Okay, I feel worthy. A phone call within about 2 hours after that, maybe about 5 emails throughout the day, all a testament to that statement, that affirmation that I woke up to, that was instilled in my spiritual guidance. So all day, I feel worthy. I am worthy. I feel worthy. And it was like boom, 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 results. So say that. I feel worthy because I am worthy. Because you are. I love y'all, spiritual superstars. Thank you for wishing my baby girl a happy, beautifully blessed birthday. And it is my birthday too. I am 51 today, and I am so incredibly grateful. I feel so blessed to say that. I am 51 years of age. I'm so grateful. And so, let me tell y'all, if you need me, I am here for you, okay? Don't you give up. Don't you give up. Strive for more because you deserve more. All right? I love you.